Listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with. You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Well, it seems we got it fixed, or I got it fixed anyway. So we're going to make up for not having a live. But got Jim Procrant here. What's up, Jim? Since we got all three people in here. We got Christina. Yes, Duke is here. She said she's only here to see Duke, obviously.
Well, you know, three people for a Thursday episode is pretty good. I don't know.
Yes. Appreciate everybody showing up since we had technical difficulties yesterday. I just saw Christina on some thing on Snapchat on transitioning, you know. We were chatting while the guy was froze up. I was on another platform earlier. So we do have most of these are Louisiana stories. Let me get the housekeeping out the way, and then we'll jump into it because I got that one I wanted to get to yesterday that I didn't get a chance to.
Was that yours or mine? Do I have to go back and look at it?
No, you don't have to. Most of it's videos. So, of course, if you want a good cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com and use the promo code MotorCop15 and come here, dude. And you can get 15. Look, Christine wants to see you. Look,
there he is.
And
the celebrity of the show, Duke.
If you want any merchandise, T-shirts, or anything, you can either go to the website, MotorCopChronicles.com, or just go to the Etsy store. I just put up some new T-shirts, I think, yesterday, the day before yesterday.
And you can get yourself a Duke the Dog shirt.
Yeah, they're $10 or $11. I got some on there, like super cheap.
It's worth it.
And
it allows him to buy more treats for Duke.
And also, there's the Patreon. If anybody wants to join up, there's a 7-day free trial on that. Well, you can try it out. I got 200 plus. I got episodes, pictures, videos, all kind of stuff up there. Over 200 something posts on there. If not, we'll keep doing free stuff also. Other than that, now he wants to lay in my lap. We're going to start off with the story. You got a screenshot of Duke. A story that we were going to do yesterday when we had our technical difficulties and just did audio and we didn't go live. This is out of Georgia. They have this man. We're going to see his name in a minute and stuff. He was convicted of a crime in Florida. He was doing, I don't know if he was doing life or something. I'm not sure. But he ended up getting out of prison saying something was messed up with the trial. So,
this is the guy who got out after 16 years.
Yeah,
he
did like 16 years. He got out. Of course, you know, the state of Florida gave him $800,000. I guess he bought a house in Georgia. According to the story, I think he had been visiting his mom or somebody. He was on his way back home, and he got pulled over for speeding, and it goes from there. First, I'm going to play the news article, and we'll see how the family talks, and of course how the news does and stuff. Then we're going to watch the body cam video. Well, most of it anyway. Not going to watch the whole thing's long, but so we're going to go over there with that.
And the 53-year-old served 16 years in jail in Florida for a wrongful conviction before he was exonerated and released in December of 2020.
Cheyenne Cole is on your side in Camden County, where she's been speaking with the attorneys who handled this case, as well as his family.
And Cheyenne, what have you learned tonight about how they're doing?
Anthony, Leonard Cure's family is absolutely gutted by his death. They say he was returning home from visiting his mother in Atlanta when the shooting happened. But tonight, the Camden County NAACP is calling on the sheriff's office to release that body camera footage.
We need to know what led to the death of Mr. Leonard. The community needs to know that.
Not quite 3 years after being released from prison and exonerated of a crime he did not commit, Leonard Cure was shot and killed during a traffic stop on I-95 in South Georgia Monday morning. The Camden County NAACP wants to know why.
Let the community see the video, because there needs to be a trust restored within our community. Right now, black and brown people in our community, they have very little trust in our sheriff department.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation says Cure assaulted the deputy while he was trying to arrest him. The agency says the officer tased Cure twice before shooting him.
It's just an utter tragedy.
Jesus.
And here's someone who was a good person.
He's a good person. Y'all remember that.
He was close with his family, good to his family, good to everyone around him.
Good to everybody.
And to have him gone in this way is just devastating.
Seth Miller with the Innocence Project of Florida says Cure received compensation for his wrongful incarceration and used the money to buy his first home. Miller says it's impossible to say what happened without seeing the video, but thinks the traffic stop may have been a charged encounter.
Most people who are wrongfully convicted and incarcerated long term for crimes they didn't commit bring.
Y'all listen, right? So what this guy's doing right now is he building up to, oh, poor him. He's still a victim, even if he did do wrong. But he's still a victim because he's been incarcerated before. So here we go.
This is one of them things that the media can cover it till they're blue in the face, but until I see the the body cam footage, I'll never know the answer.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that whole incident where the female officer grabs all the male officer's belt, and everybody said, "Oh, he choked her." You know, he shoved her away and kept yelling, "Get away from me!"
Mm-hmm.
What the hell were you thinking? People didn't hear that.
Them trauma that can trigger them at any moment when faced with the prospect of being sent back for something they didn't do.
The Camden County Sheriff's Office declined to comment on the shooting. Vicente says the community deserves transparency.
We are demanding change within this department.
So they're already blaming the department. We're demanding change within the department. Let's see if the department did anything wrong. But you want to demand change, okay? How about I want to demand change within the community. I want people to stop resisting, start complying instead of resisting. How about that? I demand that. Does that work? Nope, it didn't work.
Are we supposed to know all the people in the community that were wrongfully arrested? Maybe they should have a sign on the back of their car that says, "Hey, this guy just got out of a 15-year stint."
No, it don't. But you know what? It don't matter. It don't matter. Just listen and follow the directions.
Everybody I know that ever got out of prison after a certain amount of time is the most respectful person in law enforcement. Usually they're the first ones to go, "No, sir, my hands are not in my pockets.
Right.
Where's my ID's in my front right pocket. I'll put my hands on your car." They're usually ready to let you do whatever.
No.
They don't want to go back to jail.
The sheriff's office, he did tell us that Cure was actually pulled over for driving over 90 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. He also said the deputy involved is now on administrative leave. We have requested the body camera footage and the personnel file of that deputy involved, but the GBI says they cannot release that information.
I love how they always
right
go
now
after, like they want the personnel file, because they want to go after. That's them wanting to go straight after the cop. It's always the cop's fault. Well, they did release the body cam footage yesterday.
Yep, they want to go back and see if he...
See how many complaints he had on stuff.
Oh, well, nice. Do you have it?
Yeah, let's watch this now. We're gonna kind of see what happened. Here's the deputy driving down the road. Why is the deputy on leave? There's bad guy. Suck the paint off of him, okay? Dude's doing 100 miles an hour plus. And now watch what he does.
That's by the way, Iceman has trademarked that statement. He sucked the paint off my car.
So watch how he acts right here. And I'm going to tell you, me being a cop, all right, I got my lights on him. Don't look like he's trying to pull over too much, does he? He's not even slowing down. Okay, now he's got the blinker on.
There you go.
So maybe he's going to pull over. Okay, so it's like, okay, he's going to apply. Oh, now he's not pulling over. He gets back in the hammer lane, the fast lane. So now what am I thinking? As long as
that's evading.
Evading. He's running. He's running right here. Okay, he's
33 traffic.
He's running. That's what I'm thinking. Now he puts his blinker back on. So even when he does pull over, something like is not right. Something's weird.
Look at the rapid. Look at the rapid pullover. Look at the rapid, and it's slam on the brake, intensifying. Yeah, something's going. Yeah, he's getting out at gunpoint at least. Let's just say he drives a Dodge Ram, so I already know he's an asshole.
Don't watch. I don't know why it sounds so low on it, but in case somebody runs it, Christy wants to know how well he's parking at an angle like that.
Step out! Get out! Get out! Put your hands back here.
Now, I've seen some people's like, well, why did he make them get out? Why this? You know what? Different states have different ways. In Louisiana, I can either make you stay in the car or get out. The state police around here, they will make everybody get out of the vehicles on their policy. So they're trying to blame the cop for that already.
No, because no matter where you are, any agency, that would have been considered a pursuit such that he started to flee. And at that point, that's a felony takedown. You can take him out of the car at gunpoint. You don't even have to you stay on your door frame and yell at him. You can't just run from the cops and then be like, oh, why'd you pull me over?
You do that, you angle the car a little bit too, so if you do get in a shootout, it gives you a little bit more coverage and stuff like that. Plus, if you get hit in the rear end,
behind the engine block.
Then if you get hit in the rear end also, it'll push it away from the vehicle in front of you.
I ain't doing shit.
Now, he got out. He's like, you hear him? Hear him? I ain't doing shit.
That's an aggressive stance.
If the audio people can't see, this ex-convict right here, if y'all can see, this dude's 50-something years old, and look how muscled up he is. That's what you get in prison. You get in physique when you're in prison. Yeah, he ain't had nothing to do with work out. This dude is in, like, tip-top physical shape right here, okay? And has an attitude problem, obviously. But it's the cop's fault, right?
Put your damn hands back here.
That's resisting.
Who are you? Staff Sergeant of the Sheriff's Office. My name is Yahweh. I don't care.
He just said his name is Yahweh. Okay, so now we're dealing with...
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Watch. I'm going to rewind just a second. Listen to him. He says his name is Yahweh.
Back here. Who are you? Staff Sergeant of the Sheriff's Office. My name is Yahweh. I don't care. Step to the rear of this vehicle. In the name of who? In the name of the law of the state of Georgia. Step back here now or you're getting tased.
First of all, I'm worried. You see?
He was going to say in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, I know he did, Elmo. You see, he needs to calm himself down. This guy's right now, his problem is his adrenaline's up because he thought he was in the car
He's
pursuit.
Too close in the middle of the road to get hit by a car.
He's standing on the fog line right here. I'm just glad we didn't see him get run over. He should have got him. I'd have been standing over here. But,
Yep. I'd have been standing over there making him come to me.
Yeah, but anyway, watch. I mean, you see this guy's aggressive. Joe said the cop did go against some of the deadly sins for law enforcement. Like I said, we can always pick apart everything. All right, you can come back after the body cam's over, Christine. But I'm not going to try to pick apart everything. I'm just like, he could have got run over right there.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't get hit. And they must have some pretty good move over laws.
So.
Watch me now. Put your hands on the back of that truck.
Do you see that?
Put your hands on the back of that truck.
Back of the truck.
Both hands.
All right, now everybody's saying, oh, well, he complied. Do you see how he's standing on the back of this truck right here? He's not got his back. He's still bladed at this deputy. And the way he puts his hands and moves, he can still push off very easily.
Oh, yeah.
Turn around.
Grab that cop.
34, can send me another unit. One non-compliant.
Your name is Officer who?
Staff Sergeant Aldridge with the Camden County Sheriff's Office.
Who county?
Camden County. Put your hand behind your back.
Do I have a warrant? Wait. No. Excuse me.
Either put your hands behind your back or you're getting tased. I'm telling you that right now.
Why am I getting tased?
Because you are under arrest for speeding and reckless driving.
I'm not driving. Nobody.
You heard what he just said, right? I'm not driving. So that just lets me know right now.
Driving. What was he, traveling?
He must be traveling. He must be. So you done set more alarms off. Now I'm thinking, okay, now I'm dealing with one of these dumbass sovereign citizens.
Right.
How was I speeding?
You passed me doing 100 miles an hour.
Okay, so that's a speeding ticket, right?
Sir, tickets in the state of Georgia are criminal offenses.
I don't have a ticket in Georgia.
You do now?
Why?
You passed me doing 100 miles an hour.
And what? Am I going?
Hands behind your back. Yes, you are going to jail. Hands behind your back.
Now he tases dude. Now you see that a taser is not working the way it should. It stiffened him up a little bit. See his arm. This dude's not dropping. One of the reasons I think is he didn't drop him with the taser is he's too close. If you don't get a good separation on them prongs right there, it's not as effective. So watch.
Put your hands behind your back.
Now he done turned around. He's coming out. He's waving his arms around like this because he's getting rid of the leads because they're real thin. So he can't get tased again by the prong. Dry stunning him, and it's still not working.
Oh, you ain't physically beating that dude, officer.
So he done wrapped him up. This dude.
That dude has more upper body strength than that guy.
This bad guy right here is like I said, you can look at him. You know, he's been in prison. The cop don't know that, but this dude's been in prison.
He's built.
He ain't done nothing but work out for a whole lot of time. So watch what's gonna happen. Now he's trying. He done pulled out his ass impact weapon. So this is where I kind of disagree. I kind of disagree with stuff. Cops are so ingrained to go through that force continuum. You can skip parts of the force continuum if you have to.
You're allowed to if you have to. He's clearly in fear for his life at this point. He needs to go for the firearm.
So he's
going to get killed.
So anyway, he done pulled his ass out, trying to use it. Of course, that's not working.
Yeah, bitch.
Look how he's bending.
Break his neck.
Look how he's bending them back right here. You see how he's bending them? He's
about
gonna
to break his neck.
Yeah, back or something like that. So.
Yeah, bitch.
He's hollering, yeah, bitch. When he went to the ground right here, you can't hear it. You can't hear it, but right here, when he's hollering and bad guy goes to the ground, the deputy had pulled his gun out and put a round in this dude's side right here at point blank range.
Yeah, bitch.
Right there, boom. Put one bullet in him.
Sit down.
Guess he's luckier than me because at that point, I'm in fear for my life, obviously. You're trying to break my neck and stuff like that. Obviously, you overpower me.
He did good, though.
He would have probably got more than one bullet in his side. So, but he put a bullet in him and disengaged.
Sit down! Sit down! Camden, shots fired! Shots fired, Camden!
And right here, I'm impressed. The Brinks truck.
There's somebody backing up.
The Brinks truck saw what was going on, pulled over and backed up.
Stay down! Do not get up! Stay down!
Now, this dude got a bullet in him. He's still trying to get up to fight, if you notice. Still trying to get up.
Tell me to bring
Stay down! Stay down! Camden shots fired. Suspect down. Can you send me help? Stay down! Stay down! Stay down!
Anyway, he calls in the Brinks guy. The Brinks driver comes out, helps them. They get them handcuffed. They give them some first aid.
They clear the truck. See, that's beautiful help from people that didn't necessarily have to help.
Yeah, bad guy right there. He didn't make it. He's dead. Okay. Can you ask me how much I feel sorry for him? Hold on, let me check my pocket. No, I have no fucks in any of these pockets right there to give to him. Okay, that's a clean shoot. I don't care what, Of course, Ben Chump's there now, because he's going to try it in the media. Because, of course, it's a white cop and a black guy, so, the cop's automatically wrong. The guy resisted. The guy seemed like he had some kind of mental issue or something. I don't know, a sovereign citizen or whatever the fuck's wrong with him. But that's what's going on with that. I'm waiting to see.
A sense of entitlement because he got out.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. He think, I'm,
like, arrest me again, motherfucker. I'll get paid again.
Yeah, whatever. So, well, no, he's not getting paid. I'm sure the parents, whoever his family members left, they'll try to sue because they'll say, "Oh, well, the cop should have tried to de-escalate." No, the guy got out. I mean, the cop was doing that was a piss poor felony stop. He should have stayed back and called the guy out and not go up to the vehicle. There's different little things he could have done, but to me personally, when it comes to the shooting part, I think he had a clean shoot.
Well, that's the problem too. Is people would have said he would have been too quick to the gun on a felony stop, because if he would have got out that aggressive and approached him, you don't transition from gun to taser, so he would have had to make that fatal shot a lot quicker, which would have looked a lot worse on him. So the fact that he tried to use baby gloves and the guy just was a straight up asshole and attacked him, I think that more helps him in the good justified shoot.
No, well, yeah, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know how the legal system over there in Georgia is. We'll see how woke they are.
Georgia's pretty good, especially when it comes to like.
Well, he's not in Atlanta, so he might be okay. If he was in the city, I wouldn't know.
Right.
So we're gonna jump. Now I think most all the rest of these are in Louisiana because it's so amazing that I found these stories because Louisiana has such little crime in it, right?
Well,
I'm being real sarcastic. I'm being real sarcastic at this point.
It'd be like parts of Baton Rouge. If we got rid of like Baton Rouge and New Orleans, then Louisiana might be crime free-ish.
This lady right here. You see this lady right here?
Is that a lady? That looks like that vegan teacher.
No, she's a lady. She was missing. She was 60 years old. Anyway, unfortunately, her body was found wrapped in a shower curtain near a gravel road in a rural part of the parish in Livingston today.
Suicide.
What, she wrapped herself in a shower curtain and killed herself, you think?
Ain't that how they do it in New Orleans? They found that guy wrapped
That was in Baton Rouge. That was in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was still in Louisiana, buddy.
The Walker Police Department says her body has been identified as 60-year-old Sarah Santina. She was last seen October 7th, and her body was found about 10 a.m. today on a hunting lease around LA 63 north of Livingston. I think it was close to the LIGO area where they do they smash atoms or something, some big scientific area over there.
So somebody dragged this poor lady into the woods and had their way and then murdered her.
Well, said they received a tip that she was murdered inside of her home in Walker last week, and when they went to check it out, her and her car were both missing. They did find signs of a struggle. They said they found evidence that gave us concern that someone had been hurt inside the home, so they must have found blood or something.
Hopefully they check her date naps and stuff like that, and maybe she had a hookup with some guy, and the guy came over and kidnapped her.
Well, her car.
I hope they solve this shit.
Her car was found abandoned in Laplace on October 2nd, and a search for the vehicle yielded signs of foul play and clues to where it may have been, which helped them locate her body with the help of the Loudoun Parish Sheriff's Office. Her family and friends
bloodhounds over there, I assume.
They got canines. I don't think they got bloodhounds anymore. Anyway, they have made an arrest. They haven't identified who they arrested, but they did make an arrest of it. So what I'm guessing is it's probably either a dating partner, an ex-dating partner, or an ex-husband or something like that. So,
well, young man, if you ever get a chance to listen to this episode, we wanted to let you know that the rooms at Angola were made for you. They have 5-star accommodations, including bull riding. Enjoy Angola for all of your prison needs.
Anyway, this poor lady is deceased. R.I.P. to her, and I feel sorry for her family. At least, hopefully, they'll get a conviction.
I'm glad they got him
on this criminal that killed her. So, good job to the cops.
All kinds of proof in that car.
Yeah, good job to the law enforcement on that one.
Absolutely.
Next one is yours.
Yep. Give me a second. Okay. You sent the last one twice, right?
I don't know. We had,
anyway,
I do have a video.
I want to start off with this. Okay. Oh, you have a video on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna read the headline, and then I'm gonna ask you a question, and then we're gonna go into the video. So, 18-year-old arrested after allegedly carjacking New Orleans district attorney. New York, the district attorney's 78-year-old mother. Now, isn't that the kind of district attorney that usually lets the people directly out of jail for these crimes?
Correct. A New Orleans district attorney.
Now that I know.
Yeah,
so now that it's affecting his mother, now he wants to be tough on.
It's affecting him too, because he was with his mother when they got carjacked.
That's even better. So now he wants to be angry because it happened to him.
Well, of course.
Wow, if this could happen across this nation, all these politicians making shitty choices, then maybe they would shut up and make the right choices. Because that's ridiculous. This guy lets out hundreds of people that steal cars every week.
And we have new information about the carjacking at
New Orleans.
Of course. But now the district attorney got carjacked. He's lucky he can get shot. Here's the news article.
DA Jason Williams and his mother Monday night. 18-year-old Raymond Rochon faces multiple charges.
18-year-old boy. I bet you they throw the book at his. I bet you that he don't walk.
Including car theft and illegal possession of a stolen car in connection with the carjacking. The police have not said that he's a suspect. Williams and his mother were carjacked at gunpoint on Race Street. Neither Williams nor his mother were hurt. They followed the carjacker's demands. Here's the 911 call from Williams.
For the people watching, you can see this area right here in the Lower Garden District of New Orleans. This ain't the hood, okay? You see these houses right here? These are not. This is a very nicer area of New Orleans, trust me. So the district attorney is not going to be living in the Ninth Ward, the Lower Ninth Ward. So he was not expected probably to get carjacked in this area at all.
Moments after it happened.
They're starting to get smart.
Mm-hmm.
This is District Attorney Jason Williams, and I was just carjacked at the corner of Race and Magazine Street.
Were any weapons involved?
Yes, 2 guns.
Now, this is New Orleans. What would have been funny if Precious would have answered the phone and said, this guy, I ain't got time for this. Call back later when a commercial comes on. But, because that's where Precious was working when she run off, got fired, and they can't find her.
3 to 4 assailants. My mother's elderly. She was with me. I was driving her home.
Okay. And where are the suspects?
Why wasn't his doors locked?
We got out of the.
I think they were trying to get in the car or something, and they must have got them then. Your doors don't lock until you start moving, unless you lock them yourselves. And they had a gun.
I lock them manually.
Yeah, but they would have just
in the car,
they'd have just like said, "Hey, you see this gun? He's let us in. We're gonna shoot you through the window."
Yeah,
they're trying to take my car, but they're not going to be able to get very far because they don't have a key. So the car is there. So if someone gets there now, they can get one of the assailants who was left in my car, and the other two.
So what happened is they drove off in the car that was running, but the key fob is in his pocket.
Than the fob, yep.
It's gonna shut off now.
Away.
That's actually
and again, despite
genius.
the arrest of Roshan, the police have not confirmed that he was one of the people who confronted Williams or another woman who was also.
Yeah, no, well, we don't know. Yeah, he did that.
He was in the car, but he was allegedly in it.
Yeah, well, allegedly. So yeah, but I bet you that dude's like, it's like, man, you so stupid. You carjacked the DA. You can't do that. They ain't gonna let you out. You should have carjacked just, like the one that they drove off and ripped the old lady's arm off and she died. This kid will probably get worse than they did because of who they carjacked.
Right, which is bullshit. Justice should be blind. It's the same charges for everybody.
Yeah, you know better.
You can't punish people worse. But I just hope it shows how politically full of shit this guy is, and then they remove him from office next time he's elected.
This next one going to Baton Rouge. This happened, just popped in my feed last night, and I was like, what? And this happened in Baton Rouge City. Baton Rouge City police officer got jumped. He got attacked, by basically, I think 3 individuals. Well, who would attack a cop like that, right? This happened at the school. At a charter school, fucking high school kids. He got attacked while he was trying to
high school dog.
While he was trying to break up another fight. The Baton Rouge police officer was jumped by students at the Idea Bridge School Wednesday afternoon while trying to break up another fight.
Where the hell is that at?
I have no idea. According to BRPD spokesman, 2 officers. They have 2 cops working in this school, so it's a good school that they need 2 cops in it. They were working extra duty at the school on North Airway Drive when a fight broke out about 4 p.m. Watts said an officer attempted to break up the fight, but was hit in the back of the head by another student. The officer fell to the ground, where he was jumped on by 2 other students. Watts, the BRPD officer, was able to deploy his departmental-issued taser, but could not clarify if any of the students were actually tased. The other officer at the school assisted in gaining control of the situation. The 3 students were taken into custody and were charged with their involvement. No information about the charges because they're juveniles, and they have been released to their parents, so there's nothing happened to them. Me personally, if I'm being
the same shit. Don't you remember me telling you about that happening here in Pasco?
Yeah, if I'm being
gangbangers in one school,
if I'm being jumped on,
and the teachers.
If I'm being jumped on by 2 kids, let me tell you what. Some of these high school kids are bigger than they're grown men. They're very big. If I'm getting beat up by 2 people, they're lucky he used a taser and didn't put some lead in some of them, which I would think he would have been completely justified in doing so. If they were large kids.
That, sir, is why you are not an SRO. You're the big and badass motorcycle cop. They make SROs the kind of guys that are like, all right, let's use this only if they have a weapon. Now, don't get me wrong, you can tase and beat
I'm not going to sit there and get the shit beat out. If I'm going to shit beat out of me, and I don't care how bad you are, because it's not the movies. Let's say these 2 kids were football players, 200+ pound kids, that's 2 grown men, and you think I'm going to defend, and you done knocked one other kid already done knocked me down and done dazed me? No. It's a good chance somebody have caught some lead. Oh, the mean cops shot the poor teenager. They were such good boys.
And that's exactly what they would say.
But you know what? I would. But I wouldn't be dead.
But they do it to cops that are even in better shoots than that. They'd put them in jail for murder. They would crucify anybody in that situation.
I know. It's fucking stupid. Bastard little kids.
It is fucking stupid.
And now the kids are not even in jail. They're at home going on PlayStation talking about, how they beat a cop up while they're kicking hookers playing Grand Theft Auto.
And see, now that's wrong. They should be charged with the same charge as anybody else we face. Doesn't Louisiana have, battery on a Leo?
I don't know how it works, but the juvenile shit around here is just fucked up. That's why we have such a juvenile problem. I say we just start charging. I think we should charge kids, these so-called juveniles. You should be charged as an adult at 15 and up, because if what you're doing is right or wrong at 15 years old.
Well, most of these are extremely liberal cities, so let's think about it. They think that you should be able to have a sex change at, 13?
Shit, no, I think what they do it like that. I thought they did it like at 3 months old. If your 3 month old baby lets you know and tells you, gaga goo goo, I think I'm a baby girl, it can choose to have its penis cut off at 3 months old, right?
Well, if we're giving them the rights to make those decisions, why are we not allowing them to also join the military at that age, smoke cigarets?
Because it don't work like that. They just pick and choose.
At that age,
they pick and choose. Let's not get.
No, they can't pick and choose.
All right,
if you can mutilate your own body,
we're going off in the wrong direction.
I don't think so.
I'm getting into politics. I'm not doing it. I'm trying to stay out of it. All right,
wrong podcast.
Let's move on to this next one. I have a video for it. I don't know how you got all the videos, but I got a video for it. If you want to kind of give them the headline,
because you know that I don't have my laptop. Police father arrested for murder and cruelty after setting fire to home with children inside. New Orleans. A man tried to evade police by jumping from an overpass. Holy shit. After he allegedly set fire to a house with his kids inside. Well, I guess he got tired of telling them to clean up, huh? Leaving all three of them to die.
You don't want to joke about this.
No. This is bad. What kind of fucking psychopath does this shit to their kids?
Yeah.
Like, the story goes on to say that Joseph Weston Sr. was threatened to set the house on fire. Even his family and women contacted the police department saying that he was gonna do it.
Yeah, they got video.
He did it.
911 tape and stuff.
Oh my God. An 8-year-old baby.
And we have new information about the carjacking of DA Jason Williams and his mother Monday night.
49.
Oh my God.
See,
what the fuck?
Here's the 911. Here we're gonna see. Well, the people on here, they'll be able to see what the house looks like. It's bad.
In America Street, New Orleans, Louisiana. He's going crazy. His name is Joseph. Can you please hurry?
A call for help from a mother left helpless as her 3 children faced death in her own home. This is surveillance video of who neighbors believe to be Joseph.
Watch this shit. Watch right here at this front door. You can see the house.
He done shit all over that. He's got incineration everywhere.
He done started the house on fire in the back. If you look, he just casually walks out the front door here and gets in his car and leaves, knowing his 3 kids are in this house.
Washington, walking out of that home as flames begin to consume it, leaving the scene of a horrific crime on America Street.
There he is, walking out the house.
He allegedly committed after making true to his promise to the mother of his children that he would burn her house down and kill their 3.
Everybody's listening. Y'all can't see it. This is an older wood frame house.
It's an older Victorian.
This is not
like a Victorian
there's
home.
no brick or nothing on this house. This house is completely so it's like a tinder box.
It's a tinder box.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, look, his brake lights come on. He just walked out. Didn't even run. Just walked out, knowing he done set his house on fire with his 3 kids in there.
Children inside.
He must have heard them previous because. He must have heard them hurt them because when my children were 8 years old, they'd be able to walk out the front door too and help their brother and sister.
Not unless they were sleeping and they didn't know.
Oh my God! So he put them to bed for the night
before anything happened, please.
Those 3 children, 8, 5, and 3 years old, did end up dying. New Orleans fire.
8, 5, and 3-year-old children dead by the hands of their own father.
So he put them to bed for the night and then fucking burned the fucking house down.
What kind of sick-ass bastard?
Hey, I got an idea.
Burns their own children up.
I'll donate my own time. We'll build him a nice little 4x4 foot box, like 6 foot tall, and put him in it. And then we'll have a barbecue. And we'll just light it and let him be burned to death because no one should ever experience that, especially your own children.
No.
What a piece of shit. piece of shit.
Yeah,
like he deserves death. Not even jail, nothing.
Kill your own children.
Able to get the eldest to the hospital before they passed. The 3-year-old dying on scene.
Our firefighters, they can handle big fires, they can handle disaster, right? They can handle blood and guts, but when it's kids, when it's elderly, it's extremely mentally taxing for them, right? Because those are the people that they're drawn to protect.
And as the sun came up, you could see the aftermath of that crime. The home left burned, and neighbors who witnessed all of it building a memorial and asking how this could happen.
It's hard.
What do you mean witnessed it? What do you mean witnessed it?
Well, they probably came out like
no.
Well, by the time they noticed it, the house was probably engulfed. Look at this aerial shot of it. The whole house got engulfed. You can see it.
Seeing these kids for their entire lives.
I don't know. I'm always outside.
We have to
well, not everybody's outside on their porch 24/7.
Here and look at
but,
that
I mean,
house
sometimes. But if that was my neighbor, I just couldn't imagine not trying to do everything in my power, knowing there's babies possibly inside. God,
they lost their lives over there. It was just innocent kids. They were babies.
And we will ensure you that the person responsible will be held accountable.
Immediately after the crime, New Orleans police began searching for Washington. Their first clue? His car, which was found partly submerged in the Mississippi River in Gretna Wednesday morning, without Washington inside. Hours later, the police got information that Washington was in another car. And they tracked him down to I-610 in Elysian Fields, where Washington jumped from this on-ramp, injuring himself. He was then taken into custody, transferred to UMC.
Tell me he broke his neck.
We are outraged.
No.
We are disappointed.
He's injured himself.
We are deeply saddened.
Sentiment shared by the community in the form of a gathering.
This is about this woman losing her child. To stop the violence against our women and our children, we want to bring it to a cease.
A call from this community for this
community. Hey, man, let that dude take care of it.
One of their greatest losses.
This city.
There you go. Just let that dude take care of it.
Of protecting the.
So that right there is that's just a horrible story.
No, I was just hoping he broke his neck, so he's got to be in a wheelchair.
No, he probably just broke his ankle or something. Just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wish he would have done something, at least,
pulled a gun.
Yeah, or something like that, but he didn't.
Just a little bit of resistance. I don't know. Throwing yourself off the bridge has never been high on my priority list. But since I've known you, it's happened multiple times. So apparently in Louisiana, that's the thing to do. Run from the cops until you can't run no more and just jump off the bridge.
Yeah. Well, this next one, we're going back to Baton Rouge. We're just kind of going back and forth right now. This story is just as screwed up. This happened in Carville and Dutchtown area and stuff like that, which would be in Iberville and Ascension Parish, which border each other. They had a shooting. They had a shooting. 2 people got shot. I think they're going to be okay. We'll find out in a second. But the problem is the shooting last week. An 8-year-old boy was shot.
Jesus.
Then his brother was shot 2 days later out of Popeyes. The brother, 15 years old. Both children are expected to survive. The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office said they did arrest a 17-year-old who is accused of shooting. However, deputies did not release if any other details are because of course, his age. 17-year-old means a grown person. They said the person lives close to where the child was shot. Word on the street is that a bunch of kids, Reed said, kids shooting kids. 2 days after the child was shot in Carville, another shooting erupted at Popeyes in Dutchtown. A 15-year-old was shot. The detectives determined that it was the brother of the child who was shot in Carville. It was a blessing that this kid is going to be all right. Next time, who knows? Evidence was submitted to the Louisiana State Police Crime Lab to see if there are any connections. At this time, it appears there is a different gun was used in the shooting of the teen. Bullets don't have a name.
It seems a bit coincidental, don't it?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. This is just completely. You got a 17. Because they're out of control. Like I said, an 8-year-old. An 8-year-old, really? What did an 8-year-old do to you?
And it really sounds like inside of this particular community that these are coming from, because these past 2 stories have been, having, it seems like strong community members that are just tired of it. and screaming, "Stop the fucking blood! You know, stop killing each other. This is bullshit." Like,
but it's not the.
If you want to fight.
It's ridiculous the way these kids are doing each other. And we're thinking of Ascension Parish. We're segueing right into it. We're going to stay in Ascension Parish with this story you're about to talk about. I have a video of that too. So,
all right. Well, let's go over this for a real second. Ascension Parish deputy arrested. Video shows him beating a handcuffed subject. Now, what did the subject do? Did he earn it? Because I know you've seen the body cam.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
But that don't
inmates that are like,
it don't justify it. We'll talk. Let's watch the video now and talk about it because I do have a
because I've had people spit in my face while they
4911
were
America
handcuffed
Street, New
before.
Orleans,
It's irritating.
Louisiana. He's going crazy. His name is
The
Joseph.
Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office is out of a job and facing charges.
NBC Local 33 Sydney Simone joins us in studio to explain what exactly happened. Sydney.
Good evening, Renee, Jacob. Well, approximately 2-week internal and criminal investigation reveals new body camera footage showing a deputy of 10 years hitting a detained suspect while responding to a domestic dispute. Take a look.
We were walking him to the police car, and when we got in the driveway,
that's the bad guy.
He tried to pull away, still handcuffed, still restrained behind his back. He went down to the ground. We went down to the ground with him, and one of my supervisors punched him in the face multiple times.
You understand? You want to hurt your baby? Hurt you. You understand me?
Now, you didn't hit him that hard.
Oh.
I mean, you
1 week suspension.
You can't do it, but watch. I mean,
paid suspension.
Now we're going to hear about the call, but as y'all can see on here, if anybody wants to watch it, it's at 46 minutes and 25 seconds on the video. I
want it. Send me the link later.
You can, but you'll see. I mean, he don't rear back real hard, but he still closed his fist and hit him. And the cop sounds like probably 10 years. He's just tired of seeing children get hurt, especially by their own parents. And he just lost it. So,
and you know what?
Did they have to fire him?
That's why I said he does deserve punishment.
Suspension.
So I'm saying at least a 1 week paid vacation.
Suspension, demotion, and anger management class. Maybe some counseling.
There you go. Anger management.
At that point, that was excessive force. Should not have happened.
Sheriff Bobby Weber went on to say this all started when deputies responded to a domestic dispute in Perryville around 1:30 a.m. on October 8th.
When we were there, he resisted. We was able to safely get the child away from him, but the resisting continued.
When they arrived, Darren Ruggiero was seen holding his wife against the wall and a 1-year-old child in the other hand.
But he actually took a gun belt off of a deputy, and we had 3 deputies there at the time, more on the way, and we had to fight this guy.
Ruggiero was eventually placed in handcuffs. While being escorted to the car, he tried to pull away from deputies. Still restrained, Ruggiero was taken to the ground. That's when Seth Boudreaux, a deputy at the time, punched Ruggiero in the face, saying,
"You want to hurt your baby? Hurt you."
It's important for us, for the transparency of our department, that when we find something that's wrong, that we can self-report, we can take care of these issues, and we can learn from it and move on.
Boudreaux was arrested on Wednesday, but since bonded out, Ruggiero remains in jail while awaiting a bond hearing. And Weber.
Okay.
Did you see the picture right here of him? He punched him so hard, he don't even have a fucking mark on his face. No one complained.
If I hit him, he's getting at least a black eye.
This came out because another higher up supervisor happened to be looking, or one of these other cops said something. This cop, like I said, I think he should have been suspended, demoted, counseled, and sent to some anger management class, maybe some counseling. After 10 years, this dude obviously got some trauma, and he is tired, sick and fucking tired of seeing these pieces of shit beat their women up, hurt their children, and everything else. And at this point, I think he had a very bad lapse in judgment, and he lost it.
He witnessed it. He witnessed it. It wasn't like it was reported or it was an allegation. He arrived on scene and showed and seen him abusing that child. So yeah, at that point he kind of lost control, and that's why I think he don't deserve to be fired. He was full of emotion, and he might need a little therapy. But at the same time, I think I would probably move him laterally in the department.
He didn't. I mean, the bad guy. The bad guy didn't have
children's safety unit.
Didn't have a mark on his face. Didn't have a mark on his face.
Right. I would put him in a unit where he's helping other parents and
He
kids.
just love tapped him a little bit. Personally, I think that dude needs the shit stomped out of him for ever putting his hands on a woman and his children. So fuck that dude. I feel sorry for the deputy. So
Absolutely. Let's hope another department picks him up after they see the body cam.
I don't know. We'll see. It depends on. Well, he'll have to
politics.
He got arrested and shit. We'll see how it works. This next one is not in Louisiana, but this is just a messed up story right here. I read this story and I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Is this story actually real?" This happened in North Carolina, and it involves this guy right here. Let's see.
Is it me?
No, it's me.
Okay.
Let me see. Is it two? Is it this one? No, it's not that. That's a story I forgot to put on here. It's this one right here. See this fella right here?
Well, he's an attractive gentleman. He kind of looks like Kid Rock.
No, don't do that to Kid Rock. Look at him.
He looks like Eminem in that one.
Anyway, this is in North Carolina. They had a groundskeeper was just, been out doing his work, cutting grass and stuff. And had been cutting grass out there and had been cutting around the guy. The problem is he'd been mowing the lawn. He saw the body the day before they were there, but he thought it was just a Halloween decoration. So he just cut grass around it. Okay. And then
shit.
I guess and he didn't even report it. He just he just cut around it. I don't know what prompted him.
Not my job.
What prompted him? He said he mow right beside someone and assumed that they're a Halloween decoration at a house no one lives in. But anyway, he was dead, and I think they're looking at. They don't believe there's no signs of assault or trauma or nothing like that. And I'm going to make an assumption. Okay, I'm going to make an assumption just by looking at this young fella right here. I'm going to take a guess and say drug overdose. That's my.
Oh, this is the guy they found dead?
This is the dead guy. This is the guy.
I thought this was the guy that mowed the grass and found a dead guy.
No, this is the dead guy.
No, I would say possible overdose.
I'm gonna say I guess it's drug overdose. I'm sorry if the man died. I feel sorry for his family, but I'm guessing drug overdose. But it's just like, how messed up you got to be? It's like, oh look, just a Halloween decoration. I'm just gonna cut the grass around it and keep on going.
It's the king of not my job.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just be like, it's like, how's it's like, okay, I bet you he checks from now on.
Yeah, I would. I'd at least be like, hey, bud, like try to pick them up. If they're heavy like a human, they're the problem.
Yeah. This next one, I'm just going to say this one right here. This one was, I messed up. That picture I pulled up, I'm just going to give you all a short thing. This fella right here, this was local, I believe. Anyway, he's in jail for shooting another guy. Why did he shoot the guy? Almost can't blame this guy right here why he did it. They lived in an apartment complex, and the other guy was outside at like 11 o'clock at night revving his loud fucking truck up, probably would, cut the exhaust off on it. And this guy's like, hey, I got to go to work something more. You fucking bother me. Goes outside to get an argument, and he ends up popping a cap in the dude's fucking ass. So he's in jail for attempted murder. But I almost can't. Look, last night we had some cars come down the road. These motherfuckers were so loud, you could hear them inside a closed house and stuff. It's like they were in my driveway. It's fucking stupid and ridiculous. So, should he have shot the other guy? No. Do I blame him? No. Because those people are just fucking.
Remind me.
They're just aggravating.
Remind me to remind me to rent a car and not drive my truck if I come up.
Well, if you come up, it's fine. You sit there and rev it up. I might not shoot you, but I may shoot your fucking truck.
That's an asshole.
I might shoot your truck. If you're just sitting in there, if you're just sitting out there revving the fucking engine, I'm not going to shoot you. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to disable your truck. So just letting you know.
No, I don't do that stupid shit. Anyway, so in Denham Springs, investigation, body found at a Walmart parking lot. Denham Springs, the man whose body was found in a Walmart parking lot died from natural causes, his family tells. Unfiltered with, I thought it said unfiltered with Karen.
That's
with Kyran.
No, it's Kieran.
Oh, okay.
Not Karen, it's Kieran.
It says it comes after Denham Springs Police Department responded to a body that was found in a Walmart parking lot on South Range Ave. A Walmart employee called 911 around 11 a.m. on October 18th to report the body. Since then, his family tells UWK that the coroner's office has told them there were no traces of drugs found in the man's body and that he died from natural causes. His family has chosen not to release his name since it is not a criminal or suspicious death. The man's body was found in a vehicle in the parking lot.
Maybe he had a heart attack. Maybe he was old.
In Denham Springs. It's possible.
Or he saw
people sometimes just pull.
Or he just saw how much money his wife spent and he killed him.
That's true. That's very true.
Old Billy says he's been a long time since he saw a pen like this. Let me explain to you. I bought like 3 of these. Forget where I got them at, but I bought them. Why'd I buy these? Because this pen right here, I call this a Papa Johnny pen. My grandpa on my mama's side used to have these pens all the time. And every time I see these pens and use them, it reminds me of my grandpa that I used to live with and I was real close to. So I got these pens because it just, it's one of my childhood things. And when I got it, I showed my sister, and I showed her the pen, and she, what she said? Oh, look, a Papa Johnny pen. That's what we call them. So I bought some because it's just childhood thing for me, triggers in memories. But yeah, you don't see them too often anymore. Let's see.
Not only that, let me tell you, the man uses it because you don't see it while he's doing this podcast, but he's actually writing down notes and everything on this pad of paper. Like this dude does 100 things while he's sitting there with this episode. So, yeah. Why did you have to give me the guy with Down syndrome?
No, you just did that story. I'm doing this one.
Okay, well, what?
Yeah, you messed up.
Oh.
So I'm taking yours. This guy right here.
I'm glad you're taking it because this is weird. This man obviously has Down syndrome.
No, he does not have Down syndrome. He don't even look like he has Down syndrome.
Look at him.
No.
Look at him.
He's just got a.
Does he look peaceful?
No. He don't have Down syndrome.
Does he look like he has? No. Okay, you remember the cop that walks up and it goes, look,
the retarded policeman? That is not him. No. Anyway, this man right here,
that's him.
He worked for a mortuary. This is in Nebraska, okay? And it involves
Well, I've heard it. They're short on women in Nebraska now.
It involves like a woman like this right here. Over here, you see, I'll see her.
Holy shit.
Okay, so what happened is this man right here that he works for a mortuary. They went to pick up a deceased man and they transported his body. Well, this guy Ryan Smith right here, he's 41. He's facing charges of burglary and criminally trespassing and tampering with evidence. Why did he get arrested? He was one of 2 people sent to.
He went
the Rock Creek Apartments in a suburb of Omaha to collect a deceased individual this past Friday following natural death. He apparently became smitten with the person who died.
Sex doll.
His sex doll. This is from a picture. I don't know to say this is the one, but I went online and pulled. This is what they call it. It's one of them real doll or something like that. Yeah, they're like, I don't know, stupid amount of money. Anyway, I guess he liked it. Well, he went back to the apartment later, like the next day, and he told the apartment managers, he's like, the sheriff's office was sending him back to the unit to collect the doll so they can do a biopsy or a swab on it, which they said no, I don't think so. So they didn't let him in. So he went and broke into the apartment and the manager heard noises coming from the unit, which had been deadbolt and locked with a chain. The manager witnessed Mr. Smith exiting the apartment later, and his clothes were all disheveled, while telling the manager he'd return with a warrant for the doll. As a result, anyway, she called the cops. The cops come there, and they're like, oh, some shit's been moved around and stuff. Well, Mr. Smith right here,
he left his DNA at the scene.
Yeah, he left a deposit in the sex doll, and so they arrested him.
Try to steal it.
He didn't steal a doll. He just went in there and screwed this man. Now he went and fucked this doll that this old man or whoever that the other guy had been fucking. It's a doll. I don't know. Did the guy clean it? I mean, how clean was his doll? I mean, that's something you want to.
Well,
I mean, do you really want to buy a used sex doll?
Sir, he has Down syndrome.
He does not have Down syndrome.
That motherfucker has Down syndrome.
He might want to try to say he does. He might want to try to say he does. No, that's not Down syndrome. That's just stupid. That's stupid face. But anyway, he got arrested. He got arrested for breaking into the house, and fucking a dead man's sex doll. Okay. How'd you like to be? What you in jail? Yes, that's a sex doll, Billy. They're like, I don't know, $20,000 or some shit like that. They're thousands. I don't know how much, but they're thousands of fucking dollars.
It's like 15,000, and then the ones that are like 20 to 25,000 have like AI and Motortronics.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's still cheaper than doing a mail order, Brad.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because I got a buddy of mine that was looking for that, and it was like $40,000 in the return policy. The return policy is horrible. And I told him, he was like, no, the mail order, Brad. And I told him, he was like, I'm going to go get me one of them Russian women. I said, you do realize them Russian ones, or they'll come over here and, and then they'll leave your ass in like 3 or 4 years after their green cards are permanent and divorce your ass.
Take everything.
Yeah. All right, you can take this next one with this Louisiana State Trooper. Jim, you're not helping. You're not helping me, brother. You're not helping. The guy don't have Down.
Is he saying that he does have Down syndrome? Not only is that my new hot nuts, now it's no longer the goofy guy running around. It's the other one. It's now it's this guy, the guy with Down syndrome that didn't even steal the sex doll. He broke into the house just to have sex with it and then left it like he can come back next Friday.
See you later, Felicia. I'll be back.
Oh God, I don't get it. Anyway, the LSP trooper, so Louisiana State Trooper, placed on leave after off-duty DWI arrest. Well, I would assume so. Monroe, a Louisiana State Police trooper, has been put on leave following an off-duty DUI arrest. Well, thank God he wasn't on duty. Shortly after 3 a.m. Sunday, LSP were notified about a single vehicle crash involving an off-duty trooper. That's how it starts. David Ham, 33, was identified as the driver. Troopers suspected Ham was under the influence and placed him under arrest. After submitting to a breath test, it was determined that Ham was over the legal limit. Ham, currently assigned to the Commercial Vehicle Enforcement, so basically the DOT, in the Monroe area, was booked into the Madison Parish Detention Center in charge of the DWI. According to LSP, Ham has been placed on administrative leave pending investigation. Well, he was off duty at the time. I don't know what their policy says, but it was bad that he did it and used very poor judgment. They might fire him, but at the same time, thank God he wasn't on duty, because I know a lot of cops have been arrested for that shit.
Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen with that one. It's a good chance they're going to let him go, though.
Could be. I mean, but he can move. I mean, look, if he's got good time with the state police, any of the small departments anywhere around Louisiana would snatch him up.
Yeah, he could possibly get hired somewhere else.
Good.
Once he gets his driver's license back.
What? They take them in Louisiana automatically?
Yep. So
they don't in Florida. They only do that because in Florida, if you get pulled over and you're intoxicated, you refuse to take the test, then you basically just go to jail for the night and sleep it off. But you get your license revoked for 1 year. If you do the little funky chicken dance on the side of the road, they don't take your license.
No, they take your license if you
get out.
but if you refuse, you get it taken for longer. You can get a hardship license, but we'll see. This next one off, this was a state trooper, this female right here. Anyway, I don't know if y'all remember, we talked about her a couple of years ago. She shot a guy in the back who is now paralyzed, and she got convicted.
Was she justified?
No,
shit.
She was convicted of obstruction of justice after shooting a man in the back, but she recently had her record expunged. The shooting happened in July 2018. Her name is Kasha Domingue, and she was not formally charged with the crime until late 2020. She was fired from Louisiana State Police in 21, about 5 months after her indictment on charges of illegal use of weapon and aggravated second-degree battery. The shooting left Clifton Dilly paralyzed and confined to a wheelchair. And last year, she pled guilty to a charge of obstruction of justice and a misdemeanor, and received 6 months on probation and must agree never to take a law enforcement job again. With her charges being expunged, many are wondering if that same agreement still applies. District Attorney Hiller Moore said he could not discuss it due to the expungement. However, she agreed to give up her post-certification. Louisiana Commission on Law Enforcement has a notation in her file showing it was surrendered. All of this is coming to light after she appeared before Louisiana State Police Commission last week. Robert Burns with Sound Off Louisiana filmed her saying this: "The charges against me were dropped for aggravated second-degree battery and illegal use of a weapon," she told commissioners. "I admitted to obstruction, which is a misdemeanor, which was also been dismissed. The night she shot Dilly, she used her taser hours before in a different call. Her lawyer, Tommy Dewey, said she is no longer interested in ever working in law enforcement again." So she's, I don't know why she went in front of the commission, but she's not trying to get her job back.
She just wanted to clear her name.
She's just getting everything cleared up. She might, some jobs, believe it or not, like, it's crazy. If you want to sell mobile homes, if you want to sell alarm systems at a house alarm place, there's a lot of these different jobs that you have to get a security license to be able to get the job. So she might be doing something like that where she has to get a some kind of security license through the fire marshal's office. I don't know. It don't make sense to me. Why does the fire marshal give you a security license? I have no idea. But that's how it works here. It's stupid. But she probably had to get it expunged so she could get a security license and to work in, just working in sales for some certain things. You got to have this.
Like ADT.
So that's probably why she was getting it expunged. I doubt she wants to be a cop ever again. But of course, you got some people like,
why the hell would she?
Huh? I would.
Why the hell would she?
No, nobody would hire her anyway. So expungement or not. So Roy P. I don't know if she is single or not, but she's not a convicted felon, so
yeah, Roy P. don't care.
Well, she's not. He likes felons, I think. So
ain't he there? Isn't he is he there with you?
No, Roy P.'s not here with me. I'd have him on camera.
I thought he was coming into town.
Well, he is in town, but he's about an hour and a half away from me.
What the hell, Roy?
So he ain't even watching. He's probably out at the jail visiting his next day.
Yeah, right. Wait. Yeah, right. He spends all day outside the abortion clinic and all night outside the prison.
Well, like yesterday, after I had technical difficulties in getting to do the live show, which is why we're doing another live show tonight. We just did audio. We had the man that was stealing the police cars won that hot nut. He stole 2 police cars, and
a bunch of people voted.
Yeah, I had some other ones. So that one, he won it yesterday. So you have to go back and listen to the episode. And today we'll do an extra hot nuts. We'll have 2 hot nuts. Who we're gonna give it to?
I already said it. I can't remember.
The guy that I'm gonna give it to the guy that was cutting grass around. No, we're gonna give it to the
Down syndrome guy that had
the
sex
sex
with the
doll,
love doll.
the sex doll rapist.
Yep, Down syndrome guy. Everybody.
He don't have Down syndrome.
You don't know that. He might because he looks like he does.
So that's who's gonna get it tonight. Wasn't happy. He got in trouble. He got in trouble for screwing somebody else's sex doll.
But think about it. The man would be happy that she found love after him. Okay, so maybe he's
now it's a
she.
she.
With her.
Now it's inanimate. It's an inanimate object.
It's 2023. It's a she/her. Okay,
No, it's
she/her. Thank God it wasn't he. Him.
Keep it up. You're gonna be the hot nuts. It's a doll. It's a big giant Barbie. You're trying to screw a big giant Barbie doll.
Stupid dumbass. That's insane though. Those things are expensive. You dumb motherfucker!
So yeah.
Well, the one good thing about it is he'll always be able to brag to his friends that he banged a $25,000 hooker. I mean, imagine being in jail and being like, "Why are you here?"
Well, if we're doing it like that, let's do it like, let's say this is how you know this old man's family didn't look at this doll as their stepmama.
Right.
So he just violated somebody's stepmama or fake stepmama, because how you know the son didn't want to bring it home and like pretend like its head was
sick.
Bring it home and pretend like his head was stuck in the dryer. or its hand was stuck in the corner of the couch.
Right, this fucking stupid ass fucking search.
Look, come help me, stepson. My hands is stuck. I'm stuck in the dryer. It's like, how the fuck you get stuck in the dryer? Really?
Yeah, and then suddenly after about 10 minutes they're suddenly free.
Yeah, and they're naked. That's like they show up and the guy walks in naked with a raging hard penis. It's like, oh, I'll help you, stepmom. Oh, what is that, little Johnny? Oh, mom, I don't know how my penis ended up in you. It's the stupidest shit I ever saw in my life.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
It's like, I want to know what kind of fucking dryer that is. I want to sue the manufacturer because all these women keep getting stuck in it.
Right, it's obviously a safety hazard.
Yeah, it's definitely a safety hazard. Yeah, stuck in the dryer. Look, anybody, if y'all listening, be careful with the dryers. I mean, they're extremely dangerous. Look, if you get stuck in the dryer, call 911. Don't call your stepson to help or something like that, or just please, I don't want that to happen to you. So
you might be violated, but anyway. So the good one tonight, it'll go down. I think that one has a good chance of winning our annual award for hot nuts.
That was pretty good.
He didn't even steal it. He He broke in.
No, he just broke in and did it. All right, everybody. I hope y'all came back and did another live, since I was pretty upset that shit wasn't working yesterday, because I know like Billy's always here, Jim.
I'm glad we did this episode.
Some people, y'all come watch and listen every time I come live. So, I felt bad because I feel like I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And so
what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm depending on the time I get home, working on my new bike tomorrow. I got to get it done for Saturday. Speaking of, before I leave, I got to shout out to Patreon, the full crew members. We got Ronald Holstein. We got Mr. Jared Nitrous, John DeMink, Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. We got T-Bird. We got Mr. Jim Pokrant right there in the chat. That is from the Short Track Podcast. We have Hoppy Hobson, our favorite truck driver, Mr. Blake Walker. We got A.A. Ron from the I Had to Say It podcast. I think I saw him in the chat earlier. We got Mr. Z Palmer. We got Roy S. That's not Roy with the P. That's Roy with the S. We got JoJo, our favorite girl from Australia. We got Kaylee Norris and Natasha A., both from the state of Washington. The OG crew member, Melissa Holstein. Appreciate every single one of y'all helping me pay the bills. I hope y'all enjoying the
love every one of you guys.
content.
Thank you for being fans.
Can't guarantee you. Can't say yes or no on any episode tomorrow or anything. Depends on how my day is. Pay attention.
I'll keep on him, everybody.
Pay attention Saturday. I have an LSU game, so that means escorts, live stream escorts. Y'all can come watch that. Other than that, stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. Smile, because I could always be behind you. And remember, we're not sheepdogs around here. We're all lions. Till the next episode.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm